Introduction to Azure Synapse CLI. Azure Synapse CLI is a command line interface that allows users to manage and interact with Azure Synapse Analytics resources from the command line. This tutorial provides tips and best practices for using Azure Synapse CLI effectively. Getting started with Azure Synapse CLI. To get started with Azure Synapse CLI, you need to install the Azure CLI and then install the Synapse extension. You can do this by running the command as extension add name Synapse. Once installed, you can use the as Synapse command to interact with Azure Synapse resources. Key concepts and commands. Some key concepts and commands in Azure Synapse CLI include creating and managing workspaces, databases, and pipelines. You can use the as Synapse workspace command to create and manage workspaces, the as Synapse database command to create and manage databases, and the as Synapse pipeline command to create and manage pipelines. Practical examples. For example, to create a new workspace, you can use the command as Synapse workspace create, name my workspace, resource group. My resource group. To create a new database, you can use the command as Synapse database create, name my database, workspace name my workspace. To create a new pipeline, you can use the command as Synapse pipeline create, name my pipeline, workspace name my workspace. Best practices. Some best practices for using Azure Synapse CLI include using the output parameter to specify the output format, using the query parameter to filter and query the output, and using the verbose parameter to increase the verbosity of the output. You should also use the as Synapse command with caution and make sure to test your commands in a non-production environment before running them in production. Conclusion. In conclusion, Azure Synapse CLI is a powerful tool for managing and interacting with Azure Synapse Analytics resources. By following the tips and best practices outlined in this tutorial, you can use Azure Synapse CLI effectively and efficiently.